And now, Laramie Live on KOWB continues on AM 1290.
8:13 on your Thursday. It is homecoming week for Laramie High School. There have been some festivities going on throughout the week. Big night tonight, even bigger tomorrow, is a big celebration. And we welcome Michelle Worden to the program. She's going to fill us in on some of the details surrounding the Deti Stadium Celebration homecoming schedule. Michelle, thanks for taking some time out of your schedule this morning. How are you today?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm getting pumped up for this homecoming football game tomorrow. I'm hoping we can break through with a win, first and foremost. But I know that you and Kathy Berman doing a lot to get this whole reunion done. I can't believe it's been since 1962 we've been playing football games at this present Deti Stadium location. It's hard to believe, I guess.
It's amazing. Truly amazing.
Well, talk a little bit about everything and how, number one, how have things kind of come together with this stadium celebration during homecoming?
You know, I think everything's coming together well. School has been extremely supportive. We've had a lot of good support from the community, and amazing, the alumni are really responding. So we're so thankful that so many are having time in their schedules, knowing that there's, people around the country who have young children or can't get back. Or we had a couple alumni say on Facebook, they're coaching, and so they can't make it back. But for the people who can, it's very exciting. Well,
talk a little bit about what the plan is tomorrow and some of the details, because this sounds like it's going to be a big event and it's going to add to our crowd tomorrow night.
Hopefully, absolutely. So first of all, at 4:30 is when we're starting our tailgate, and we're setting up kind of in between the places where the two teams will be exiting and entering Deti Stadium. So you just kind of follow the balloons, and we should be easily found. And so at 4:30, when people show up, we want the alumni the football alumni to sign in with their names, and then they have a free alumni gift too that we're giving them, and then hopefully lots of good food that they can enjoy. The Laramie Booster Club or Football Booster Club and the families are supporting these efforts. And then, as importantly, if not more importantly, at 6 p.m., the gates open to the stadium for fans.
Okay.
And we're strongly encouraging the community of Laramie and fans to come to the game early, one. Secondly, the first 100 fans who show up to the game will get a free commemorative water bottle and a free bag of popcorn from the concession stands.
Well,
the big reason we're really trying to encourage the community to come early, because at 6:30 we're going to start reading the names of football alumni who've been able to join us Friday evening. We wanted to give them a moment in Deti Stadium, one last moment for them in Deti Stadium, and so we want the community there to re-meet, I guess, former alumni, former football players.
Yeah.
So, pretty excited about that.
I'm excited to see some of these folks. And, of course, I've been around with the Plainsmen. This is my 17th season. Hard to believe, I think, for not only myself, but a lot of people in the community, that my 17th season is the voice of the Plainsmen. I'm anxious to see some folks, but I also want to talk with a couple folks that that are coming back that I know that were before my time. Because it sounds like there's a pretty good group coming back from that last state championship team in 1994 and the runner-up squad in 95. And it sounds like there's even some guys coming back from the 80s, 70s, and even back to the 60s and the three straight undefeated teams that Laramie had back in the 60s. So it sounds like a wide variety of alumni will be in attendance.
Absolutely. We actually have, I believe, 7 decades of people coming.
Wow.
There are a couple people we hope they can make it tomorrow night, and the weather holds for us. There's, I believe, 3 or 4 people from the 1950s. Wow. Who will be coming back. They contacted us in the summer and just said it was so important. Their time with Deti Senior and Laramie Plainsmen football was so important that they wanted to come back, even though they didn't even play in that stadium.
Yeah.
So that really says something about their experience in the 1950s and how important that is to them.
Wow, that's hard to believe. And I can, I know you guys are starting this at 4:30 because basically you want former players and the alumni to kind of get a chance to mix and mingle with each other. And I can just, I can only imagine some of the stories that are going to be swapped coming up tomorrow. So if fans can get there at 6, they'll have a chance maybe to mix and mingle a little bit. Not for a lot of time, but at least for a little bit of time.
A little bit, perhaps. Yes, absolutely. Well, and we really want to fill the stadium as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it holds, as far as we know, it holds 3,200, and then, however many people can stand around, that would be great too. So we hope to have that problem. That would be great.
Yeah, that would be an excellent problem to have. I've seen that stadium packed before. I'd like to see it packed again. Now, when you begin announcing the names, you're going to do it by decade, and you're going to move from the present and then move backwards in the years.
Correct.
Is that, okay, so
correct.
How are just breaking it down by the 2000s and then 90s and so on and so forth?
Yes. Yeah, we included the 2000s, even though they're not officially one decade.
Right.
2015 is still only halfway, or 2014 is only halfway through. So, yeah we're going to start with the 2000s and work our way backwards to the 1950s.
Wow, that is awesome to hear about, and hopefully we get a great crowd, and hopefully you get a lot of folks, and maybe this helps add a few more to the list of people coming back. But again,
I hope so. Yes.
Again, it is important for former players to sign in once you get to that tailgate area and look for the balloons at 4:30.
Yes, and they can come at 5 or 5:30 too. If it's the last minute, they happen to be in town to stop by, that would be absolutely great.
All right.
Absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, and just a reminder, first 100 fans to the game will get a commemorative Deti Stadium homecoming water bottle and a free bag of popcorn that you can enjoy at the game, 7 o'clock against the Evanston Red Devils. Any other details we need to get out there?
I don't think so, just to keep spreading the word, because I know that there's people who aren't on Facebook or have email and maybe didn't see anything in the paper in July. So we just want to, just keep talking about it. That'd be great.
Right. Absolutely. We will keep discussing it, and I appreciate your time this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you. You take care.
All right. That is Michelle Worden, one of the ladies who's been kind enough to coordinate all this. I know she and Kathy Berman doing quite a bit of the legwork on this, but the big Deti Stadium celebration, the homecoming schedule, again, they starting at 4:30 with that tailgate, but come anytime. And again, I'm like Michelle. If you know a former Plainsman that can make it, call them. Get a hold of them any way you can. Go knock on their door, something. I know Coach Deti is going to be there, and we're going to change up our broadcast a little bit tomorrow night. We're going to try and visit with some of the alumni in the pregame and also at halftime, so stay tuned for that right here as we bring you Plainsman football again tomorrow. Our broadcast starts at 5:30 here on KOWB.